Hello, folks, and welcome to The Bend Show. I am your host, Rebecca Warner, a.k.a. Beck. As always, we love hearing from all of you. Comments, stories, ideas. Get a hold of us anytime. Call or text 305-900-BEND. That is 305-900-2363. Or drop an email to bendradioshow@gmail.com. Producer, sound engineer, and co-host Jeff Tigger Earhart is here with us. Mm-hmm. And he's guzzling down a lot of water. Mm-hmm. The most important thing of summer is to stay hydrated.
That's what they say, stay hydrated. I'm just doing my part.
Okay, well, I do have to go give you a big woohoo, because over last weekend...
What kind of a woohoo was that? That was an injured duck woohoo. So you're giving me a half woohoo?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it only took you until you hit your 40s to become a wheeler and dealer like myself out garage sailing.
Oh, yeah, I went crazy.
He took a chip off the old Beck block and was doing some haggling.
I went crazy.
Scoring some deals.
And I had the biggest smile going back.
He was like a 10-year-old kid that just reeled in a biggin.
After we got that chop saw and I was walking back to the truck to back it up and load it, I was smiling from ear to ear. I was just thinking this is the greatest thing.
Everybody, you've been hearing us talk for the last several weeks about the giveaway, the $1,000 plus gear giveaway. Well, we have a winner, and it has been an exciting couple of weeks to see everybody that has submitted their photos, that's participated in this great contest. Joining us today is the owner and founder of Detelli Outdoors. Raylene Proto is here, and she is the one who orchestrated kind of this contest and put this together. And so, Raylene, I'm so happy you could jump on here with us today.
Thank you again for having me.
This has been a really fun contest, and it lasted a couple of weeks, everybody. And the gist of it was we wanted to see you doing things in the outdoors. We wanted to see it. We wanted to feel like we're almost kind of a part of it. And by posting your pictures on social media and then tagging at The Bend Show and at Detelli Outdoors, we were able to get you entered into this awesome contest that we had. Raylene, could you tell everybody some of the sponsors and the gear that we're giving away?
Yeah, so we want to give a big thanks to Hogue Knives, Next Ridge Apparel, Shirkan, Haley's Culture, and of course, The Bend Show and Detelli Outdoors.
Yay! So we had a lot of submissions, and we're talking many, 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 and it was hard to figure out who the winner was. But Raylene, I'm going to let you announce who is our winner for the giveaway, the gear giveaway.
Yeah, so Amy McTagg from Oklahoma, and she's at Primetime Taxidermy on Instagram. So she was our lucky winner of our prize package.
Congratulations, Amy, and thank you for all of the submissions. Thanks for listening to the show. Thanks for following all of us and our major sponsors. All right, before Raylene hangs up, and because it is 4th of July weekend, I wanted to inquire to you, Raylene, what is one of your fondest memories of 4th of July?
Oh my gosh, it'll probably have to be, so I'm in Southern California. We're not allowed to have fireworks here. But we have firework displays where you go to stadiums and you get to watch like magnificent displays. So it'll probably have to be when I was really little and watching those fireworks go off in a park and my whole family being there, aunts and uncles and cousins, and just enjoying our time outside and enjoying family time and of course celebrating our freedoms.
Now that you're older and now, you know, we have to change our shoes and we're the adults, we are adulting in life. Yes. Are there any new traditions you've started with your son?
We try to go camping on this weekend and definitely fishing. This year we're heading to Las Vegas to go visit my best friend. We're going to be taking a trip out to Zion while I'm there.
Fantastic. I can't wait to see the pictures of Zion. That's on my bucket list. Tigger and I keep talking about we need to get back on the road. However, we're kind of waiting for the fuel prices to get a little bit more favorable. But as soon as they I think we're going to be road warriors again, between wanting to see all the parks and the rodeos we have on the books. Yeah, we're ready to hit the road too. Congratulations again to Amy Tagg from Oklahoma. If you want to check out her pictures and follow her on social media, you can find her at Prime Time Taxidermy. Again, a big thank you to our sponsors and the gear that they provided: Detelli Outdoors, Sasquatch Survival Gear, Next Ridge Apparel, Hogue Knives, Alpin Optics, Kaylee's Culture Water, and Shurcan.
You know, can you put those logos on Facebook that people can go and check them out individually, which we encourage them to do so? You know, the tag Shurcan and tag Alpin Optics and all them.
Absolutely. And if you watch on social media, we'll be sharing some of the pictures that Amy shared with us, as well as Tigger just said, we'll make note of who these great sponsors are so that you can check out their gear yourself.
Sit back and enjoy the news.
Here's what's trending. Heading to the Philippines, an extremely rare megamouth shark was found dead, washed up.
So that's the name of the shark, or that's the actual, or you're using that as an adjective that it's a megamouth?
It is a type of shark called the megamouth shark.
Oh, okay.
And it was found washed up in a Philippines coastal village. This megamouth shark measured about 15 feet long. I checked into this a little bit. The megamouth shark is very rarely sighted by humans, and they can live up to 100 years old. They can live as far as 15,000 feet below the surface of the ocean and spend most of their lives in the dark. Although rarely seen, they are thought to be one of the top 3 largest shark species. As you can tell, I was kind of fascinated by this shark.
You're kind of geeking
On
out.
average, they weigh about 2,700 pounds, and they can grow up to 16 feet long. So mind you, this one was 15 feet long, and they're saying they can grow up to 16
How many
feet.
sightings does it say, or did you say that earlier? How many sightings that have been?
Since the species was first discovered in 1976, there have only been 269 confirmed sightings of megamouth sharks across the world.
No, you're sure this isn't something that you're conjuring up all the time with your, mega mouth? I mean, that sounds like a cartoon. That's Mega Mind.
All right, now
This
coming a
mega
little
shark.
closer to home, Oklahoma. Game wardens with the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife and Conservation recently shared a photograph of a nearly 10-foot alligator they caught in Claremont Lake. Officials are still trying to figure out how the alligator ended up in the lake, which is located in the northern part of Oklahoma. The agency explained that after receiving multiple reports about the gator from members of the public, game wardens came out to the lake and successfully trapped the alligator. The gator was then euthanized, though, because it was considered a threat to public safety. Their suspicion is that it came from somebody who had it as a pet. Can you imagine having
think if you were-
a 10-foot alligator as a pet?
What if you were noodling? And
Right?
you were noodling and you're scared of water moccasins and beaver mounds.
And the
now it's
reason
alligator.
why they believe the alligator was a pet is because of the cold, long winters in northern Oklahoma. They don't believe an alligator could have ever lived to have grown to that size in those conditions. And for those wondering, it is illegal to keep live alligators as pets in Oklahoma.
Thank you.
Now, Florida. A team of biologists recently hauled in the heaviest. Oh, this gives me the creeps already.
Hold on. This one is about snakes. I guarantee it. If it's giving you the heebie-jeebies.
Yes, I don't even want to read this story. Okay. They hauled in the heaviest Burmese python ever captured, and they did this in Florida.
Okay.
The discovery was part of the state's python removal program. There is something wrong that a state has to have a removal program for pythons. I just got to throw that out there.
Heebie-jeebies.
The Conservancy of Southwest Florida said in a news release the female python weighed in at 215 pounds and was nearly 18 feet long
That's
and
big.
had 122 developing eggs. Oh, gross.
That's 100. That's 123 counting the egg snakes that you can
Oh,
have, Beck.
gosh.
You're getting python business right there.
To catch this female, the team used radio transmitters implanted into male scout snakes to study the python movements, breeding behaviors, and habitat use. National Geographic documented the discovery, highlighting the continued impact of the invasive pythons, which are known for rapid reproduction and depletion of surrounding native wildlife. Prior to the recent discovery, the largest female removed from the Conservancy's program had weighed in at 185 pounds and was then considered the heaviest python captured at that time. It has now, of course, been beat out by this most recent one at 215 pounds.
So we're spying on they send in the little boy snakes and now we're spying on them. Mm-hmm. How you doing over there?
All I know, folks, is we're going to talk about topics that I'm much more comfortable with
so let me guess.
after the break.
Coming up, we're going to talk about what? Rabbits, kitties, butterflies.
Stick with us. We'll be right back.
Our shows, well, they're your shows. Is there something that you'd like to hear? A segment, perhaps, that you would like to have a little more often? Like something, don't like something, it doesn't matter. Let us know. Call the hotline, email us, or message us on social media. We love hearing from y'all.
Waterfowl, turkey, deer. ToxicCalls.com offers all of the various styles of calls needed to take your hunt to the next level when you create quite simply the most real sound yet. American made to boot. Order today, ToxicCalls.com. Buckstorm Hunts offering Black Hills guided rifle and archery hunts on over 1 million acres for deer and turkey, and for South Dakota residents, elk and bighorn sheep too. Hunts are limited. Book a hunt today. Head to buckstormhunts.com.
Do you want to promote your product or your event? You want to get in front of the right audience? You want to make your business grow, take it to the next level. You know you need more, and that's where Beck and I come in. We can help. Drop us a message and find out more today.
Add a little heat to those burgers and brats. Add some Mickey's mustard or some Mickey's hot mustard to your summer cooking. Ain't nothing like it. Mickey's mustard. That's MICKEYSMUSTARD.com. Mickey's mustard.
Here is how we are changing things up on the Bend. The fruits of our labors to the frying pan. We put those recipes to the test. Now, over the next few months, we're going to be testing out your submissions. Will we survive? Tune in next week.
Welcome back. If you've been following the news, you know that it turns out celebrities are no different than the rest of us when it comes to making summer travel plans. They can have their plans canceled too. Well, most recently, comedian Will Ferrell was stranded in Cody, Wyoming because of Yellowstone when the Yellowstone River flooded a few weeks ago. Will Ferrell, the star of the blockbuster movies like Talladega Nights and Step Brothers, was traveling in 3 RVs with 8 members of his family on their way to Yellowstone National Park.
That's like a National Lampoon's Vacation episode.
Right? I wonder how much time they put into planning this trip. Well, they were on their way to the Yellowstone National Park when the Yellowstone River flooded and closed all entrances to the park. The actor and his family decided to stay and make camp in Cody. They enjoyed the area and even became kind of regulars at a couple of the establishments. How fun would that be?
That would be super cool. Did we just become best friends?
Exactly.
Want to do karate in the garage?
By the way, Yellowstone National Park has had some news just to let you, if you are wanting to get out there still this year, they are partially reopening the South Loop. I just thought I'd throw that out there. And this includes stops like Old Faithful, Lake Village, and Canyon Village.
Where was the area that you were at that got hammered really, really, really hard? Where was
I
that?
was at the northern entrance, Gardner, Montana, is where I was.
And the bridge to go into said entrance,
certain areas, it's gone. There was multiple bridges taken out, and the roads going into Gardner, Montana, then also into the actual entrance into Yellowstone. If you've not seen the footage by now, you really need to. Everybody should see. It was a historic flood, if there ever was one. Well, anyway, the park system is working hard to get Yellowstone National Park open, at least partially, and they've implemented this type of a program. License plates ending in even numbers will be permitted into the park on even calendar days. I know this is kind of hard to figure out. And then plates ending in odd numbers will enter on odd calendar days. Now, they do have another scenario if your license plate is only letters and there's no numbers. So be sure to head to Yellowstone National Park's website to check it out. And if you already had a reservation made ahead of time before the flood happened, it sounds like, now don't quote me, it sounds like they will be honoring those reservations, but you have to have it with you in your hand and show them at the entrance. So be sure to double check. That's all I can say is that it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or you're Tigger and I, plans can change.
Well, with the price of travel, with the cost of fuel, I think it behooves all of us. We've been a little bit more careful than just carefree willy-nilly, that we've done a few things. We're kind of stepping back and saying, we want to make sure that is open. We want to make sure that that's there. Well, we don't want to, spend all that cash and realize and go,
Exactly. And AAA, if you hadn't heard, they're predicting that even though Americans like us are feeling the heat at the gas pump, that it won't keep people parked. See how I played that one?
I see what you did there. Pure genius.
They're forecasting right now through this whole 4th of July weekend, and they consider the days here before the 4th of July and the week after, just because of how 4th of July lands on a Monday this year, that 42 million Americans, that's more than has ever before, are going to be taking a road trip of 50 miles or more, even though the price of gas is as high as it is.
I think that's great if people can actually do that, that can get out and travel and see something. That's great.
I agree. It's keeping that mindset of unplugging and still spending time with those you love.
Right.
Even though sometimes the constraints of a car
right.
or a boat.
Like Will Ferrell did.
Camper,
he made the best
RV.
of it. Made the best of it in the community. Cody.
Which is great. Now, I had a little fun with this, Tigger, and started digging into some fun facts about road tripping.
True.
Exactly. Yeah. There you go. Do you know which two states are the only two states that you cannot pump gas yourself?
Whoa.
Uh-huh.
I'm just going to say Alaska and Hawaii.
Nope. Those are good answers. No, actually, Oregon and New Jersey are the only two states in the union you cannot pump gas yourself.
Why?
I really don't know why. I guess I didn't look into that part.
You just present us with the trivia, and then you just leave us hanging.
What would you say is the most played game during a road trip?
Yahtzee. Am I right?
There would be dice flying everywhere. Maybe at the picnic table.
Isn't there? Okay, magnetic checkers. I know. Yes?
I Spy.
Oh.
We play that. Come on.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. Interstate numbers ending in 0 travel which direction?
Wait, 0?
Uh-huh.
I got to think here. Because they're even, they go east and west.
Good job. So, yes, interstates like, for example, I-80, east and west. So then if they end in number 5, that would mean they travel
north and south.
There you go.
Oh, goodness, I'm a genius.
Do you know
where
the smallest and shortest interstate in the United States is located?
I'm assuming in the east. I'm going to say New Jersey.
Close. New York. I-878. It runs under a mile.
Oh.
In what year do you believe the first road trip was completed?
In what year?
Yeah.
I'm going to say it's 66 for Route 66.
Oh, that's a pretty good answer,
Isn't that genius?
In 1888, Carl Benz, his wife, and 2 sons completed the world's first road trip, and it was for 112 miles.
How long did it take him? Of course,
I didn't look that far into it.
It's like serving us a steak, but then you don't get to try it. You just get to look at it.
What year do you think the first speeding ticket was issued?
Oh, boy. 1912.
Close. The world's first ticket for speeding was issued in 1902.
Where was it?
Of course you don't have that information
for us. Heaven forbid.
On average, how many parts make up a car?
Oh, come on. On average, 326,481.
Okay, if that's the case, I feel really sorry for the elves that are putting together said car.
I have no clue.
On average, a car has around 30,000 parts.
Are you talking every little screw in? Does a bolt and a washer and a screw count as 1 or 3?
3. Each one has their own.
Then
each one has an individual part number.
Some thousand.
Yeah, I don't know. From where I looked, they said 30,000 parts to make up a car.
Oh, you looked up that one.
All right. Do you have any idea? Oh, this one I can't even give a tip. I just have to say what the fact is. Okay. Cruise control. It was invented by a blind person. It was invented by Mr. Ralph Teeter. I don't know how that
Seriously?
works. Yes.
Where do you come up with this stuff? I have no idea. You should invent a board game the way that you come up with randomness
that's a great idea.
randomness of
Okay, I'm
randomness.
actually going to put that one on the shelf there to do. I think
It
I would have
makes
fun
all the
making.
sense in the world.
I would have
Okay.
a blast doing a board
See,
game.
who needs to do the I Spy when you travel? They just need to listen to the show.
My last one. What percentage of the world drives on the right-hand side of the road?
87.
Only 65% of the world drives on the right-hand side of the road.
So is the right, or is the left the right?
It depends. Are you using the left side of your brain or the right side of your brain?
Boy, depends if we're looking at it this way or that way.
All right, folks, don't go anywhere. We have more of The Bend right after this.
The calendar has been marked, your aim is on point, and all that's missing is the clothes to take you to the next level. DetelliOutdoors.com specializes in clothes that fits, wicks, and move silently while providing comfort and durability. DetelliOutdoors.com.
Passionate about hunting, conservation, learning, and encouraging others? Watch Buckstorm on YouTube. Weekly videos about what it's really like hunting the Black Hills. Regardless the trophy or left empty-handed, Buckstorm on YouTube shares the real stories. Subscribe today, Buckstorm.
It's super easy to get a hold of Beck, and we want to hear any story that you may have or just what's happening around your bend. 305-900-2363. That's the hotline. Leave a message. Send a text. 305-900-2363. Want to add just a little bit of spice to your event, your customer appreciation supper, your banquet, your meeting?
Oh, yeah.
Well, bring in us, Beck and I, as your keynote speakers, hosts, MCs, a host couple. We'll make them laugh, even cry tears of joy. Call us today.
OverTheEdgeOutdoors.org, a nonprofit providing veterans and active service members with opportunities to hunt and fish at no cost to them. For more information or to donate, check out OverTheEdgeOutdoors.org.
Again, that's OverTheEdgeOutdoors.org.
Little Rack Taxidermy. Be it a youth's first hunt or a trophy of a lifetime, let it be something you always remember.
Reach out to Little Rack Taxidermy on Facebook and have Heather bring back that natural look. That's Little.
Hey, Beck. It's Sean from Mickey's Mustard. I wanted to call and wish everybody a happy Independence Day. Happy birthday, America.
Thanks, Sean. So great to hear from you. I have some quick tips here. Traveling with the kids or the other half, we're going to make it simple and fun. Use tackle boxes and turn them into snack boxes. They're inexpensive. I'm talking about those clear boxes that have the dividers that you can move about. You can let the kids decorate the outsides of them beforehand to make them more personalized. Then have the kids fill them with their favorite snacks. Here's a tip I picked up. Just be sure to remove the wrappers off of, say, all the gummy snacks, for example. That'll be less garbage in your vehicle or the boat or the RV. You get where I'm going. Now an easy meal ready to go. Use our favorite King's Hawaiian rolls. Yes, you heard me right. The King Hawaiian rolls. Don't tear them apart. Just slide them right out of the package. Slice across the middle of the connected buns and then use whether you want mayo or your favorite toppings, meats and cheeses, and then place the top back on and set them back in that nifty paper tray they came out on and slide it back into the original bag. Right on the outside, the kind, for example, maybe you used mayo or mustard, then you're ready to go. You've got sandwiches for 12. Folks, if you have a field update, a topic we should investigate, a recipe, or a tale of your own to share, send it this way. Call, text 305-900-BEND. That is 305-900-2363. Or you can always email bendradioshow@gmail.com. Social media, we're everywhere. Facebook and Instagram. Follow us at The Bend Show. Thank you to my producer, sound engineer, co-host Jeff Tigger Earhart, to Raylene Proto from Detelli Outdoors for sponsoring and organizing the gear giveaway, and congrats to our winner, Amy McTaug. She's got gear coming her way from Sasquatch Survival Gear, Next Ridge Apparel, Hogue Knives, Alpin Optics, Kaylee's Culture Water, Shurcan, and Detelli Outdoors Clothing. By the way, I have a pair of the new Detelli camo pants. Amazing! As you all keep making those memories, be sure to keep sending in those pictures by email and always tagging at The Ben Show on social media. Hunting, fishing, camping, hiking, to ranching, farming, to your rural way of life. We want to see it all. We want to see and hear those memorable moments. Missed this episode? Find all our shows on the website, thebendshow.com, and be sure to subscribe on your favorite podcasting app. Booking events now. Change things up and have Beck and Tigger help you with your event. From MCs to entertainment to acting as host couple, let us make your gathering extra special. From ranching, rodeo, cattle to hunting, fishing, camping, and so much more. Thank you to our partners, Detelli Outdoors, Shurcan, Sasquatch Survival Gear, Little Rack Taxidermy, Mickey's Mustard, ToxicCalls.com, Wabalo Creek Outfitters, Women'sFishingAndOutdoors.com, Ranch House Coffee, RFD TV, and the Cowboy Channel. Finally, a big thanks to all of you listeners out there that came along, and whether you're coming or going today, stay with us as we ranch it up. Remember to keep up with me, Beck, all week long by following The Bend on Facebook and on Instagram at The Bend Show. This is Rebecca Warner. Catch Beck if you can next week on The Bend.